Let's face it, 2020 has really sucked as a year. So sometimes we need to do something a little bit special to pick ourselves up. And the great way of doing this is to treat ourselves. Now, for the longest time I've wanted to check out this new virtual reality thingy. Let's face it, it looks amazing. But it is a lot of money. How can I possibly justify this to myself? Do I really need a games console that is strapped to your face? Well, after much pondering, I decided it'd be a pretty wicked thing to throw at the family on Christmas Day. I mean, who doesn't want to see an elderly lady zapping stormtroopers or whatever? Still, that's a lot of money for just one day. Then I remembered, I'm a YouTuber. Surely there must be at least one game which would work on my channel. So I headed on over to Amazon and snapped up the newest, most up-to-date version, Facebook's Oculus Quest 2, with 256GB of storage, for the grand sum of £399. As I was planning on taking the Quest to my mother's on Christmas Day, I also ordered the official carry case, despite its hefty cost of £49, but I needed it, right? I signed up to Amazon Prime to get the free express delivery and placed the order. The date, the 7th of December, 18 days before Christmas. Suddenly, I was hit by a major concern. While the case was set for the next day delivery, the Quest itself was suggested for sometime between the 18th of December and the 7th of January. There was a legitimate chance that the Quest would not arrive before Christmas. The next day, the carry case arrived, bang on schedule. I checked the unit, and while it's absolutely lovely, it honestly doesn't deserve a price tag of £50. Too late now, I thought to myself. I have it. I just hope the Quest gets here in time to fill it. Now, all credit to Amazon. Despite all of my fears, the Quest arrived the very next day, the 9th of December. This was going to be a very good Christmas indeed. That evening, I charged the battery, read the instructions, and dived into VR for the very first time. It took a little while to get the focus on the Quest crisp and clear, but once I worked that out, I started to have fun. So much fun that I immediately brought 3 new games, so that the family would be busy on Christmas Day, and then, on the next day, a 4th, and then on the 13th of December, a 5th and final game. Having spent £513.96 in under a week, I was set to go. And that's where the fun ends, and the madness begins. 2 days later, on the evening of Tuesday, the 15th of December, my Quest developed a fault. When plugging in the Quest via a USB to back up my video saves, something I'd successfully managed to do previously without any problems, as you can see here, suddenly I got stuck in an error message loop. The Quest had dropped into a boot menu loop, and nothing I tried would fix this. I clicked through all of the options multiple times, and would be returned right back to the same boot menu. Now, what do we internet savvy tech warriors do when we encounter a problem? We Google it, and it came to no surprise to discover I was not alone. Here on YouTube, I found this video footage from Siim. It is exactly the same loop that I too am suffering from, and it does save me recording the exact same fault, so I borrowed this footage. But if you'd like to head on over and click on like on his original recording, I'll drop the description in down below. Thanks, Siim. This is amazing work, and it saves me a lot of time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can't say that too often. Thank you, Siim. Anyway, this isn't all that I could find. Here's a post from Terminal on the official Oculus forums, where plenty of advice is given, all of which I have tried myself, and none of it works. Scrolling down, we can see that Rowduck3, Reckle2, Wibble to Death, Nick Zeusk, and DonDon4 all suffered the same issue. Meanwhile, over on the Oculus Quest subreddit, Dead Duday started a thread with Chesco Red, C Vigil 5, Brother Various, Lone Wolf, Roller 9112, Chiote, Dan Sucks at Reddit, Pretend Move, and Fiery Kit Soon, yes, all reported the same issue. Mid-thread, Grant Likes Grapes identifies a problem with Oculus tech support. But it can't be that bad, surely, Grant? Can it? Can it? So is that all? 16 people and me. Not the world's biggest problem. Well, actually there are pages of it. And no solutions. Anyway, as I like to do things right, it was time to start a support ticket of my own. I provided all of the technical information along with this description. I plugged my Quest into the PC using USB. The Quest then displayed the USB update menu. Unfortunately, none of the options do anything, including reset to factory, I need urgent help, as this was a purchase for Christmas. That's an impersonation of myself, by the way. Which generated this auto response on Wednesday the 16th of December. We aim to respond to your request within 2 business days. Support was very fast to respond, so fast indeed that the reply was dated for the 15th of December, the previous day. Now it should be noted that the UK time and the Pacific Standard Times are markedly separated. Anyway, back on track. Quick response, not 2 business days, support is doing well. Chenthal T, I think that's how you pronounce it, we'll go with Chenthal, replied with a generic information request, most of which I'd already supplied, but not wanting to slow the system, I provided all of the data again. Finally, a real person from Oculus was on the task. Answers would surely be coming. How deluded was I? Anyway, the system auto-generated a reply to confirm receipt of this data, except it didn't do anything apart from saying the ticket was updated. So I decided to poke the people with a simple basic request. Thank you. Do you have any idea on the lead time to get this resolved? Actually, I do talk like that in real life. Chenthal again was superb, with a not very reassuring auto-mailing. I appreciate you providing these details so that we can continue to look into this for you. We are going to look into investigating this more thoroughly and will require more time to look into the possible options available to you. Hang on, let me just read that bullshit again. We are going to look into investigating this more thoroughly and will require more time to look into the possible options available to you. How well crafted is that sentence? Anyway, we will do our best to get back to you with more information or an update in the next 24 to 36 hours. Well, 37 hours later, now the 17th of December, a new Oculus operative, James M, gets back to me. A decision has been made. Huzzah! Things are happening, guys. Or am I still being deluded? Anyways, based on all the information that you provided, we would like your current Oculus Quest 2 kit returned for further review and have a replacement Oculus Quest 2 sent to you. Note, this will be a full kit replacement. The email is actually exceptionally helpful in explaining what I, the customer, need to do, including packaging, battery removal and so forth. It is a very well constructed email. A prepaid return shipping label will be sent via email within 3 business days. Wait, what? Someone authorised Quest to be returned, and yet it takes a tech company, one of the 10 largest companies in the world, Facebook, 3 business days to email a returns label. Again, maybe I'm being deluded, but surely an authorised return should require a simple button click to generate a returns label. If I do not see a label, I should check my spam, obviously, and I should let them know if it hasn't been received within 3 business days. Once your return has been shipped to our distribution centre, it typically takes 3 to 5 business days for your replacement to be shipped. My heart at this point hit the floor. It was already the 17th. 3 business days to get the shipping label would take us to the 22nd, and even if Santa himself could instantly arrange collection and delivery, the replacement wouldn't be available to send until the 29th, which last time I checked was after Christmas. At this point, I was a little bit upset, though I did manage to maintain a level of Britishness in how I did so. Unfortunately, James was unable to expedite shipping, as Oculus doesn't have advanced replacement options for consumer units. I continued to be upset. James continued to be kind. Assuming that the label has already been received and the package dropped off today, ? It generally takes a minimum of 8 business days to about 12 business days for a replacement to ship out from that point. Weren't we talking 3 to 5 a few moments ago? Marvellous. Now would seem to be an opportune moment for a commercial break. At least, that's what real life was telling me. Over on Facebook, I started seeing this ad.
Let's see what you got, Oculus.
I'll give you that.
Did you notice that? Let me show you again.
See what you got, Oculus.
Let's see what you've got, Oculus. Not
I'll give you
actual
that.
gameplay. You only had to find 2 seconds of actual gameplay, Facebook. What on earth is going on? There were lots of glowing reviews on this page, but I felt I needed to bring balance to the story, and posted. Worked great for a week, then developed a fault. Won't receive a replacement until after the new year. It's taking support 3 days just to email me a shipping label. Now, it turns out Phil was having problems of his own. But wait, Oculus have eyes, and they picked up on my grumble. Perhaps this wing of Oculus can expedite my replacement. Could I provide the ticket number? Sure I can. Here you go. Thanks for providing that ticket number. I can see that we are actively working on this issue. As soon as we have any updates, we will be sure to notify you by email. We appreciate your continued patience. Well, it is nice to be appreciated, isn't it? Anyway, I played their game, waited until the 3rd business day had upped and passed, and then emailed James back to let them know that the shipping label had not arrived. I mean, that is what they asked me to do. 3 hours later, the ticket was updated, and I have absolutely no idea why. Then, Harry got back to me. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. I understand that you have not received any shipping label after waiting for 3 full business days. Let me look into this for you. Well, thank you, Harry. I wait with anticipation, dread and awe in equal quantities. Upon checking it at our end, I see that your Oculus Quest 2, 256GB, is currently at the hands of your courier. Wait, let me check. No, it's still on my table. You'll receive an email with the details of the status of your replacement as soon as your Oculus Quest 2, 256GB, is already in our hands. I can see a problem here, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. You can contact your courier here for details regarding the status of your device. But my courier doesn't have the Oculus. I do. Well, I suppose the correct thing for me to do would be to contact the courier just to check. They might want me to arrange a collection or something. They might even have the shipping labels. So I clicked the link. The link took me to Workplace from Facebook, which is something I'd never heard of. Unsure if this was a Facebook-backed courier, I tried to email them as requested, but it would only accept business email addresses. Now, most Oculus Quest customers would not be buying their Oculus Quest for business use, so this platform is absolutely not fit for purpose. It also isn't a courier. It is fair to say that at this point, I completely flipped. Is this a joke? I am losing all will to live here. That's my dramatic voice. Then I go on a short rant before asking, so what do you want me to do now? Unfortunately, James was now out of the office, and I was now dealing with Sam. Sam was as reassuring as Chenthal and James had been previously. I duly understand your frustration regarding the delays of the shipping label. Rest assured, we can continue to look into this for you. It's a shipping label, guys. There is nothing to look into. Just email me a shipping label and I will dispatch it back forthwith. But wait, there's more. We are going to look into investigating this more thoroughly and will require more time to look into the possible options available to you. That sentence is so good, they've used it twice. The exact same message from Chenthal had been sent to me on the 16th, 7 days prior. But it's okay, they'll do their best to get back with more information or an update in the next 24 to 36 hours. Now this was late on the 23rd of December, meaning the more information or an update would now come after Christmas. And let me clarify this. This is more information or an update on a shipping label that they said that they would send me within 3 business days. In other news, it was at this point that Prime Minister Boris Johnson effectively locked down half of the south of England, meaning that my planned family Christmas was also cancelled. Perfect. So anyway, about this update, I waited and I waited. I'm actually unsure how long it is appropriate to wait in these situations, what with public holidays and the like, so I gave it a full week. Finally, on the morning of New Year's Eve, the day that I'm recording this, easily more than 36 business hours later, I emailed them again. Would you please update me on the status of my ticket? Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I think someone is crapping themselves over there. No more reassuring auto replies, no more speculative timescales. This time, I got Curtis. I like Curtis. Clearly working under pressure without a proofreader, he has actual real-life information. Apologises for the wait time on your replacement case. Wait, is that my replacement case or my replacement case? I do hope they aren't planning to send me a replacement case, as I already have one and it seems in perfect working order. Anyway, I had to recreate the RMA order as it was not letting us resend the shipping label again. Once that happened, an error happened in the back end on the new replacement order, and now working with our logistics team to get this resolved as soon as I can. Total gibberish, but I get it. You're trying to fix it. That's good. Thanks, Curtis. When I get more information on the matter, I will definitely reach back out to you. Kind regards. Told you I like Curtis. Poor Curtis, trying to pick up the problems of Chenthal and James and someone else. I don't remember now. Let's call him Tim. Anyway, that's it. I set a deadline for New Year's Eve before I plan to record and release this video. And that's where we are right now. To be fair to Curtis, he seems the first person to actually give a monkeys about progressing the situation, and I'm happy to give him the usual 24 to 36 hours to have some kind of update. Meanwhile, the story truncates here. There will be more, which I will share once this is concluded. Until then, take care, be kind to yourselves and to others, and I'll see you again very, very soon.